Hey, 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 how are you? How is it going? Are you reading your Bible? Are you praying? Are you sharing with someone? Are you fellowshipping with someone? Are you reaching out to someone? I hope God gives us the strength to think about those questions and the ability to act. The ability to act is there. So all we need to do is just listen in. Sometimes God nudges us in a certain direction and just tells us to check out on someone. When it does that, just drop a hi and say hi to someone, find out how they're doing, and allow him to use you, especially in this season. So I'm just thinking about this season of lockdown, this season of staying indoors, social distancing, of COVID-19, of masks and gloves, and quarantine and curfews, isolation, and fear. What has changed for you in this season? What had you said you would never do something like that, and you were forced by circumstances to do it? What are some of the things you had never thought about? Like maybe there are people who always visit with their parents and their siblings on all weekends. And now you've been away from them for such a long time. What about school? Maybe you had this dream of homeschooling like me, and now you've gone through it actually, and you're thinking, this is the best thing that ever happened to me, or I will never ever want to do this again. What about even staying at home? Maybe you're an introvert and you are just thinking, this is the best time ever. I'm just at home. I don't have to go and do this and that. I can just stay indoors. And what about if you're an extrovert and you're thinking, this is a nightmare. I can't take it. I can't stay indoors. I need my friends around me. I need to go here and then do this and that. People who are always active and vibrant and wanting to be everywhere people are. How has this season been for you? What are the lessons? What are the encouragements that you're going through, and how are you managing to go through this season sane? Sane actually is very important because this change is nothing anyone went to look for. It's something that has caught the whole world by surprise, and so many things are changing. Employers who never left you without micromanaging you now have to be far from you for days and days and days and days, and the only thing they have to do is to talk to you on phone or a video conference and lay about of trust. How much trust have you given people? Have you sent your online order and trusted that the person who will shop will actually bring in fresh stuff? I've had that where I get an order I've already paid for, and the things that are inside are spoiled, and I always feel heartbroken because I'm thinking I would have done a good job. Uh, what are some of those things that you have had to go through that in your wildest imagination you'd never think of doing? And even as I pose that question, maybe not necessarily for answering, it's good to answer, but just to ask, how has this affected you? Are you a better person? Are you a more reserved person? Are you thinking after this you will follow on all research and make sure you're not caught off guard again? Have you now become more fearful? Have you become courageous? What has it been like being locked in with your children and your spouse? Are you feeling like you're losing your mind? Are you thinking this is the best that has ever happened to you? And sadly, so there are people who've lost their jobs. How is that change like? Having to get from an income. Many people had very stable jobs, never thought of even leaving the employer to all of a sudden not having any income. And I'm sure that people were sleeping hungry. Those changes that might not even know how to talk about. But how has this season been to you? Is it making you a better person? Is it bringing the worst in you? Is it making you smile more, laugh more agitated, more irritable? How has this season been for you? And the reason why I'm asking also is because it can go two ways. This season can bring out the worst in you, the worst in me. It can also bring out the best in you, the best in me. Because it's a season that challenges things we know, things we believe in. It makes us get pushed to operate outside our area of comfort. Um, if this season has brought the worst in you, in me, we have a very good opportunity to go to the Father and learn from Him and tell Him, God, I am seeing, I am always shouting and angry and irritated, and I see everyone is doing the wrong things, everything is wrong. I see these things in my life, and I'm bringing myself to you because I didn't know I'm like this. Or going to God and saying, oh my God, I didn't know that I had such strength and energy and joy, especially at times when circumstances didn't allow it. And I'm coming to you even as a way of saying thank you. This season pushes all of us to God. It brings circumstances and situations our way that we can only find rest and comfort in God. And today I want to encourage us with a verse in Isaiah chapter 40. A verse that probably you think about, you talk about, but it's so real and so relevant, especially in this time. Isaiah chapter 40 from verse 28 to 31. Patience, bear with me as I read. Do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary, and his understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. That you can run to God and take yourself in whatever situation this season has brought you in. And when He renews your strength, when He makes you strong, when He makes you energetic, when He renews you, do not let this renewal remain with you. Encourage someone. Reach out to someone else. Find out how the other people are running their races. There might be someone who could be starving and you're the only one they can confide in. Because money issues are usually sensitive and embarrassing, especially if you come from my culture. Reach out to your family. Other than just the jokes and the laughter, find out if they're fine. Find out if they're actually enjoying the season or they are sane. Find out if your married friends are actually enjoying marriage. Find out if your parents are happy to have you in the house. Find out. God renews us so that we can carry others. God never does something for only one person. God never does something for one person. If He is renewing you, He is making you stronger. He is doing so because He entrusts you to lift many. He is making you a source that many can drink from. So if you wake up today and you feel you're joyful, share that joy with your friends, with your housemates, with your family, with children, with your spouse, with your colleagues. Pour yourself so that God can come and pour Himself again in you. And that is one of the ways to remain renewed. In this season where we're in lockdown, it must be very, very hard for people. There are many thoughts happening in our minds. You have to stay maybe in the same space. Nothing is changing, and you probably are experiencing mind games. The devil is throwing you away, and stress can check in, depression can check in. But as we allow ourselves to water others, we can pull so many people out of these things by the grace and the strength of God. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, shall mount up with wings as eagles, shall run and shall not grow weary, they shall walk and not faint. So I pray that we will give ourselves to be watered of God and water others. Barikiweni sana 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 na enjoy your day.